I got the question, how does the developer experience in the Akamai app platform looks like? So to show you, I'm going to deploy a Spring Boot application on the Akamai app platform. For this, I created an LKE cluster with the Akamai app platform. And here you'll see this is the portal endpoint. I already got the initial credentials to sign in, and what I did is I enabled the Harbor application to provide private container registries to the developers in the teams. And of course, I created a team called Demo. So now I'm going to switch the view to the team view, and there's only one team, a team called Demo. And this team will have access to the shared applications in the platform. So they will be able to access Harbor to see their own container images. But before we can deploy anything, we first need to create a container image. So I'm going to add a code repository, and I'm going to use the Pet Clinic code repository, and it's in GitHub. This is the URL. So I'm going to add this code repository. So now that we have this code repository registered, we can use this one to create a container image. So we're going to container images and create container image. I don't think this Pet Clinic repository has a Docker file, but I'm just going to use build packs instead. And here you can see I can use the code repository that I just added. I can select the reference, so I'm going to use the main branch. And now here you'll see that it will create an image called Pet Clinic with the tag main. You can also change the tag. I'm just going to keep it as main. And I'm going to say create container image. Now this is going to take a couple of minutes, so let's wait until the image is ready. So the image is ready, and if you want, you can see the pipeline run was used to build this image. And now we want to deploy this image, so I'm going to add the repository name to my clipboard, and remember that the tag is main. To deploy this, I'm going to create a workload. And when I say create workload, it's going to direct me to the catalog, and I'm going to use the Kubernetes deployment template. And click on the values tab, and I'm going to also call this one Pet Clinic, and we're going to add the repository name, and the tag was main. Now this is a Spring Boot application, so it might consume a little bit more resources. So to make sure that this container is going to start, I'm going to say 1 CPU and 1 gigabyte of memory, and the CPU will be half, and this will be so half 512. And what else? We're going to deploy just one replica, and let's submit this workload. Now the app platform will create an Argo application to deploy this workload using the template from the catalog and the values we just provided. Now this is going to take around 1 or 2 minutes, and it says it's ready. So if you want, you can check the Argo application and see that our pod is running. So we're going to services and then say create service. And now we can select the Pet Clinic local cluster IP service. And of course, there's some advanced settings that we're going to skip for now. And we're just going to say create the service. Now this is also going to take 1 or 2 minutes. And now the service is ready. So here you find the URL, and our pet clinic application is live and exposed using this URL. And of course, there's a valid certificate. Now, if you want, you can configure the service to also use a CNAME and provide your own certificate. But in this case, this will do. Now, I hope that this will give you an impression on how the developer experience in the app platform looks like.